Welcome back, friends. Vagabond Stage Productions is a performing arts company that travels across central Kentucky putting on performances. They're bringing their latest play, Love, Loss, and What I Wore, to the Lyric Theater in Lexington this weekend.
Here today to tell us about it are April Schultz, Executive Director, and some of the members of the cast.
Yes, we have Brandy and Emma with us today as well. Ladies.
First of all, I love the uniforms.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, strict dress code.
Very strict dress
At
code.
Vagabond.
Yes, very. We were all about the green. Yes.
No, this was such a happy accident. We heard them all three in the green room going, "You're wearing green? So am I."
Yeah.
I love it.
We
It's so
did
funny.
not plan this at all.
I love it.
That's great.
Okay.
It's very nice.
I love it. Okay, so I've heard of this show before, Love, Loss, and What I Wore, but what is the storyline of this?
Okay, it's there is one story that kind of continues throughout the entire show, and that is Gingy. She kind of acts as a narrator for the show.
Okay.
But primarily it's made up of monologues and short stories or short scenes that are done by a variety of different characters. There's 28 different scenes in the show.
Okay.
And so, but you play two different characters. You've got one character that is your primary character.
And a whole bunch of other stuff that's going on.
Yeah, and I'm actually in it as well, and I play two different characters. But then we also have group scenes called clotheslines, where it's a bunch of people coming in and out talking about different topics that are very specific to the female experience.
Yes, and clothes. It's like we use these stories use the through line of clothes to get to deeper stories. And I mean, there are some lighter moments, but it's all it uses clothes as the spark. And then there's the fire, that's the show.
Yeah. And mine's mainly a meltdown.
Oh,
It is. It's actually really good.
and how many performances are you guys doing?
At the Lyric, we are doing actually 3 performances, but one of them is actually as part of International Women's Festival.
Okay.
That they'll be doing on Saturday. So we'll be performing at 4:05. And then that evening...
And not a minute sooner.
Not a minute sooner or later.
Right.
And then that evening, we'll actually be performing the full show at the Lyric that evening on March 7th, and then again on Sunday, March 8th, which is actually International Women's Day.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you guys are taking the show on the road for a little bit?
Yes. Then we're actually going to EKU on March 19th. We're partnering with EKU Women in Gender Studies to bring the show there on that night. And then we also have something else in the works in Richmond with Richmond Area Arts Council for the end of May.
So when you're doing that many performances, back to your performance, when you have a breakdown, is that tasking to always be breaking down?
I just think
Or
of my
therapeutic,
worst.
maybe?
It's therapeutic, and if you think about your worst times, and you just go back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but it's
that
very
seems healthy.
Yeah, but it's a great play.
Turn it back
There's
up.
a lot of funny moments. There's a lot of moments that you can relate to. That's the best part about the play, because it's a lot of aha moments.
That women collectively can identify with.
yes.
Well,
Yeah.
but not just women. These experiences are seen through a female lens, but they're also very, very human experiences.
Okay.
All of us can really relate to being that teenager whose parent or guardian brings them something, and you look at them and go, do you even know me?
Yeah.
You know, we can all relate to that
Like a
moment.
dragon?
And that's just
Right,
like,
yeah, that's
like
what
a
I'm
dragon.
Yeah.
Yes, like a dragon.
Oh no, Noah is really...
He's like, what do they don't even know me.
Speaking of a meltdown, he's going to just lose it after this show.
Dragons.
Unbelievable.
I said drag racing.
We're like, what? Okay, so Emma, kind of tell us what you have 2 parts?
Yes.
Okay, so kind of... So
Actually,
she's
no,
that-
you've got more than that, because you're in Sisters, too, with
Yes,
me.
I am. Yes, I play, I have 2 monologues. One is Abby's story, and it's surrounding the paper dresses in the 60s and her little journey and incident with that. It's more of a comedic one. And then I have one about this, her name's Merle. She was an art student at Berkeley, and it's kind of going into her relationship with boots and her stories. Come see the show, find out.
That's right. We don't want to give it all away, but this sounds like a good show, and I'm glad that you touched on that it's a human experience, because when you first kind of hear even the title, you think this is a women-centric show, but as you said, it's a human experience.
It really,
as well.
truly
Women
is.
are human.
Women are human.
Exactly right. Okay,
Sounds like if you love fashion, you're going to love the show as well.
If you love fashion, and even if you don't, because there's one monologue that is delivered brilliantly by one of our cast members, and it's all about, I hate my purse.
I hate fashion.
And it's I hate fashion, or it's I have no fashion sense. I never have. And then there's other ones where it's like I love boots, or I love this.
Yeah.
And it really is a very diverse show.
Good. So if they want tickets, where do they go?
Go to the Lyrics
Lyrics
website, which is lexingtonlyric.tix.com for tickets.
Excellent.
And they're $20.
Yes.
Okay.
And the performance is at 7 o'clock on
7:30.
7:30 on Saturday and 3 o'clock on Sunday.
And don't forget about
Wonderful.
daylight savings time.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Ladies, thank you so much.
Break a leg, ladies.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.